The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! There you go. Kill!
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to air this one out. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Valdez-Scantling on the move. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They motion a receiver right. Carr now on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Valdez-Scantling on the move. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On first down, Carr. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw from Carr. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
734.
Carr from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Like 26.
His drive will start on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 45.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this. Second down and 8.
Yeah!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here now, third and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Throwing is Prescott. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
What now?
Carr. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Saints are on top. It's now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. To return is Dallas Flowers. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
They'll begin here on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! What do you think?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains, so third down is not so daunting.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Olave is the motion man. Crazy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? And
oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Right take.
Now give on the ground. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
What now?
Olave is the motion man. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll put a receiver in motion right.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Third down, 3 to go.
You're mine. Now!
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Second down, Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You just don't see a lot of running backs given the chance to make those sort of plays, especially against double coverage. But he continues to come up big for his quarterback. He's going to continue to give him every shot.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Carr working out of the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Carr to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. He'll get this out to the left flat.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
29.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Carr to throw it on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Carr. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Watch out!
They'll go again here with Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 2nd and goal. Olave is the motion man. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. The Saints go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah!
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of the quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Valdez-Scantling on the move. They'll go play action with Carr. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw, it's Carr. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. To break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. Gain of 12 and a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his block.
And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints move out to a 24-10 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
You're mine. Now. Bring it up.
They'll give this to Kamara, running right. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Valdez-Scantling on the move. A gain there of 11. First down, New Orleans. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.